Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This will be a nice fun video showing these two figures together. We have the So Toys Green Menace and the Hot Toys Classic Suit Spider-Man. Drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram at DKnight333. If you haven't done already, make sure you check out the individual reviews for both of these figures that are on the channel right now, especially the one for the Green Menace over here on the left. An absolutely stunning looking figure, but very difficult to work with and to pose on his glider, which will make some of the poses I want to try and do tonight quite difficult, but we'll see how we go. Definitely check out those individual reviews. Now clearly we have a pretty big height difference here between these two figures. The So Toys Green Menace on the left is a lot shorter than the Hot Toys Classic Suit Spider-Man on the right. But I don't think it's going to bother me too much because I have to display the Green Goblin with his glider that he comes with, because whenever I think of the Goblin, he's on his glider, and it's such a beautiful accessory. It'd be a shame not to use it, a real shame. So I think that will, for me at least, rectify the kind of visual issue of the two figures being considerably different heights. And a massive shout out and video dedication, why not, to Mr. Mark Rogers, who sent along his Spider Sense accessory for my Spider-Man figure. It's very kind of you, Mark. Thank you, man. And it's making this cool little moment here possible, where Green Goblin is sneaking up behind Spidey, looking very awesome, and Spidey's picking up on that tingle. And that is all thanks to you, Mark. That looks really cool. I might have to make that a thumbnail, possibly. That's pretty damn good. But that's happening all thanks to Mark. Thank you, man. Alright. That just looks cool. I'm going to take some pictures. I'll put them on Instagram, folks. Make sure you follow me on there at DKnight333. Alright, so we got Spidey falling, about to fling out another web. Green Goblin is in pursuit behind him. That looks pretty sweet. That's a nice angle right there. We're getting it done. Well, we're getting it done because I haven't really done much with Green Goblin over there. He's the hard one to pose. Spidey's really nice to work with. Really good articulation. That looks cool. Alright, so this one's going to fall apart any minute, so I have to be careful. Spider-Man is taking on both Scorpion and Green Goblin, trying to deal with them on the backward jump here. Right, now this is a bit better because I wanted to see Spider-Man's face, even though he's facing away from us, sort of leaping backwards, escaping the incoming double team here from Goblin and Scorpion. But I reckon if I tweak this a bit more, it's all about, this is the problem really, because it's very tricky to get this to balance. But he's shooting webs at both enemies, kind of leaping backwards as he does it. It looks pretty good. Kind of hard to find an angle for photography to make this look good, but video wise I can move around and it's quite interesting. I think that's quite nice. Nothing on Spider-Man's suit is too stressed out right now. I mean, the arms are straight, just a little bend in the knee there. I mean, so that's a pretty safe pose for this suit. let's see what this looks like from the other side of the view. Don't look at all the mess. There's a lot of mess. Wow, look at that. If I can get him, yeah. If I can get him looking at them, that's a beautiful pose for Spidey though. Looks really kind of just the backward kind of swan dive, kind of turns in midair and beautiful. Alright, so there we go. That's pretty cool. I know, I wasn't planning on filming it this angle, so it's just mess everywhere, but it's the magic of video making. It's actually connecting, about to connect there with Scorpion's tail. And now Spidey's just caught one of Green Goblin's pumpkin bombs and is about to throw it back at him, so he's going to get that in his face. Scorpion's still at it down there. You know what? I wish I had have seen this in the review for Green Menace here, but the paint on his gauntlets is just as fragile as the paint on his head, on the hood there. I have to try and get this for you. It's a weird angle. Right, hang on, let me zoom in. You can see where the paint's cracking right there and the white is showing. That's from changing the hands over. Now I always push this back as far as I can before I put these hands on, and it's cracking here, and it's happening on the other one too. Where is it? There you go. All the paint's cracking from changing the hands over. You son of a... I gave you an 8 out of 10, you piece of shit. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a day because, like I just showed you, I've noticed that the paint is cracking around the Goblin's gauntlets from changing the hands over. So that's another major issue. I gave him an 8 out of 10 when I reviewed him, forgiving some of the things that really pissed me off. Issues with the figure because of how good he looked on camera, and he really is a good looking figure, but he has got some serious issues. So if, you know, I could downgrade the review score to like a maybe 7, you know, because that shouldn't be happening. You know, the paint should not be chipping on the gauntlets when you're changing over the hands, and the paint on his hood should not damage as easily as it does. So that is very frustrating. Watch out, seriously be careful if you get this figure. It does look incredible, and if you have the classic suit Spider-Man, you know, even with the major issues it has, unless something else comes out that's very similar to this in the future and it's better, I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but unless in the Spider-Man 2 game coming out in the future, if there's a Green Goblin in the game and he looks a bit more like the classic one, maybe Hot Toys would make it, but that's it for now. I'm very disappointed with the quality of the Green Goblin figure. I wish I could downgrade this 8 out of 10 I gave him to at least a 7 or maybe even a 6.5. I know it's visually incredible, but the amount of issues it has and the frustration with trying to pose him, it's something I may have to come back to one day on the channel and talk about it again. We'll see. But Spidey looks absolutely incredible with him. He's in a diorama now made by Cult Creations. Got plenty of videos on the channel featuring Glenn Page's amazing diorama work. It really brings your figures to life. But I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Drop a like on the video if you did. It really helps out the video reach more people. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and give me a follow on Instagram at Dean93free. And if you want to support the channel, help me get more reviews out to you, and you can do so on Patreon. And I'll stick your name at the end of every video, just like the credits of a movie. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.